The project's been running for the last 2 years, and today we've come to Edgbaston to celebrate Project 51. So we've got our member groups here, we've got some of our sported volunteer mentors, we've got sported women in sport, and one of our young influencers who's come all the way from Scotland, and we've come here to celebrate and find out about what works in getting women and girls involved in sport. Project 51 is a joint partnership between Sported and Women in Sport, and it's funded by Comic Relief. It's about tackling gender stereotypes and getting more women and girls participating in sport and physical activity.
Project 51 is a partnership project we deliver with Sported, and it's all about opening up capacity in community organisations to girls, but also starting to get those community organisations to think about some of the gender stereotyping that happens within the club environment or within the girls' lives more broadly. The kind of gender stereotyping we are aware of kind of manifests in two ways. So sometimes we see almost sexist provision going on where boys are giving preferential treatment, whether it's on court time or even simple things through advertising of games and matches. But also within girls' lives more generally, there's gender stereotyping that happens within society. So by talking about some of that through sport, we're able to have that conversation, make them more aware of it, and hopefully make some changes.
As part of the programme, I've been going to different events. I went to an event at Nike, we went to different sporting events, we went to the European Championships for the golf, we've been to a tennis event, and I've done a lot of public speaking. Well, in my school especially, there's a lot of stereotypes against girls playing football. So like girls aren't allowed to play football at all, so we'll go like up to the teachers with a full team and you're not allowed to play because they tell us we're not strong enough, like we'll get beaten up by the boys and things like that. So it's never been allowed, and it probably won't be. But in my school I've spoken to the headmaster, and we're going to carry out a survey in the school to see if like girls and boys are treated differently and if they're bothered and if they want anything to change. Well, I've learnt about that I actually do enjoy public speaking, and I've learnt that in myself I'm actually quite confident. I've like grown in confidence a lot, so the project has really helped me to do that.
In November last year we did organise some workshop. We invited some girls, there were almost 23 who turned up for 2 group sessions to discuss about their involvement into physical activities or sports. Many still find that sport is for boys, not for girls. So this is why we try to work with those who are already committed, so to attract others.
I think we had maybe 3 or 4 girls at the moment, and we're touching 60 girls, way over 50 girls, and that is exclusively down to the sort of training we had while part of doing the Project 51. Within advertising, without even realising it, it was all geared about boys and men. There was no mention of girls being welcome to come in. The girls were just sort of put into the boys teams, and there was no girls only sort of training, and when we sort of put that out, the responses we got to that were fantastic.
We got involved in Project 51 because at that point we only had one adult female team that we'd inherited, so we were looking to expand that, which then led on to us being able to form a young girls team and allowing the young girls to sort of play the way they wanted to play, but we really encouraged them to be part of it and allow them to tell us what they wanted from their football club. And when we got involved with Project 51, we had a lot of teenagers come by. I think we've forgotten what it feels like to be a teenage girl, and that how body conscious they are, how worried they are about what they look like, what they're wearing, and we changed quite a few things internally about what kit they wore, what days they trained, where they trained. The trophies that we gave out suddenly became girl trophies as opposed to boy trophies, and acknowledging the fact that they've got a part to play and a voice, and they're allowed to say that.